Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
We're doing the show live right now, Friday morning, around 8:30, inside Hy-Vee off Highway 61. It's good to be with you. There's a buzz in the store, and it makes sense because we've got this big 48-hour sale going on that we'll talk more about in a few minutes. But when I got here this morning, which was around 7:40-ish, I could just feel it. So that's great. Thanks to everybody that's out and about. Maybe that's the secret. You're beating the rush by getting out bright and early this morning. We've got a full show with two guests right off the bat, and then Hy-Vee dietitian Kara Zigament. I want to go overhead shot back to the Hy-Vee Today kitchen because Chef Tess, y'all are going to think, Tony, you said Chef Tess was gone. There's Chef Tess. Overhead shot action. Got a couple of caterings on the books still to take care of, and it seems like you've got some of my favorites on the stovetop. Blueberries?
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Oh, are you doing that blueberry compote thing?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Again, as we always would say, if you need any sampling, I don't know what it'll look like in the course of an hour, but should you feel compelled to fling blueberries my way, just give me a heads up.
Okay.
Like Pavlov's dog, just like ring a bell and I'll turn and catch the blueberry.
Sounds
right?
great.
Yeah, I'm happy to do so. So there's Chef Tess. All right. And then the oranges also part of the compote or no?
No. These are going to be for a beet and citrus salad.
Did you say beet?
Beet.
That's too bad. Hey, just beat it. Am I right?
You don't like beets?
I'm not a big fan of beets. For whatever it is, it's the bee vegetables, right? It's beets, it's Brussels sprouts. Put them together, what do you get? A sick Tony. Sick, sad Tony. But again, when it comes to something that a professional chef would make, would I try it? Of course I would try it. I'm not rude. So beet salad. Is there lettuce with it, or is it just like a plate of beets and oranges?
There's a little bit of greens with it. I'll probably use arugula, but it's mostly just like the citrus and beets, a little bit of goat cheese, and I usually do like some sort of like candied nut with it.
Okay.
So it's really good.
You're
looking at me like you don't believe me, but it's really good.
I mean, I do believe you. I let the record state, believe, right? I'm with you. But it's just like, I'm also not a huge goat cheese fan, so these are a few of my least favorite things. 1 is goat cheese. 2 is mainly Brussels sprouts. At least there's not Brussels sprouts in it, right, Chef Tess?
I might put some in it.
You shouldn't.
Who knows?
Please don't. Santa's gonna bring me a bag of Brussels sprouts under the tree. I have like the best stock. It makes no sense how great my stocking is, but I've had it my whole life. My stocking is better than any stocking that my kids have. So it's because my mom got it for me when I was on the show. Gentlemen, I love when people bring props onto this show, and we're going to pull it up in just a second so everybody can see what I'm talking about. You have really laid down the gauntlet this morning. Thrown down the gauntlet. This is awesome. Because we could sit here, Tom, and we could talk about what goes on at Star Collectibles, and we'll have Island Speedway props. Good for you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're back. All right, so Gone Bananas coming up tomorrow, December 15th. People are going to be racing. Now, I don't know. So what are we racing? Are we racing these kind of RC cars? Both?
Both. Yep. We'll have these two here. We'll also have a stadium truck.
Nice.
Which is another brand of these. Wheelers, 4-wheel drives.
Wow.
And then we'll also have sportsmen who can race whatever they brought to the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Put it on the track and go.
Yeah, get them into the track, and that way they can learn how to, get into the racing and start building from there. So
it's not a hidden secret because it's always busy, but what a treasure, right? On Grandview Avenue, when you drive, maybe you drive past Star Collectibles all the time, but you don't know that in the back, that massive building has been transformed over the last few years into this Island Speedway, and I just think it's fascinating when I see some of the videos that are coming out of how many RC cars are racing at the same time without crashing, first of all, and the rate of speed that they're going. So how fast are these things going to be traveling tomorrow during Gone Bananas?
they'll be flying.
I mean, is it like 30?
Oh, I would say
20
probably maybe in the 20s.
In the 20s.
The thing with what we run in off-road, it's not more about speed, it's consistency.
Okay.
I guess the motto in off-road has always been, if you're slow, you're fast.
Right.
It's more consistent. If you're on your hood, you're not on your wheels, you're not going to win. So, I mean, that's kind of how it goes with off-road.
So for me, it would just be not crashing, basically.
Right.
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I could handle that. I don't think, here, listen, I don't think I'm going to be the recipient of any type of cool plaque, right? Cody, check that out. Cody's going to zoom in. How many competitors, the two Toms, are we expecting tomorrow? Do you have any idea right now?
I'm hoping around 100.
Oh my gosh!
There'll be 100 entries altogether. People-wise, it'll probably be anywhere 50 to 75, but they'll run
entries?
multiple classes.
It's a 4 day.
It's an entire day. Apparently, Tom was saying that Tom 1 was saying that people are going to start practicing today.
Starting at noon.
Okay, so all right, Tom 2. If you say it's all about consistency, so it's not timed, or
Well, yes,
it
it
is
is about
timed,
time.
but it's also about not. I mean, as much as you've got all the parts in case something should go wrong, the goal is to not have to stop and repair anything,
Correct.
right? I mean, yes, you have everything. If should somebody wreck a wheel or whatever, I know all the components, but you don't want that to happen when you're in a competition like this, right?
No, it's all about, like I said, consistency. A qualifier to get into the big race, the
Sure.
A-main, to get into these plaques here.
Yeah.
We qualify 3 rounds. There were 5-minute rounds.
Wow.
And then it's based off time. So as many laps as you can get within a 5-minute period is how you qualify. And that's where this plaque right here, the TQ plaque,
Right.
if you have the highest amount of laps and fastest time
Sure.
within that 5 minutes, you'll end up with that plaque, and then you'll bump into the A-main.
So this is great. We got some pictures on the screen from some previous events. It feels like it's been. Look at the size of those trophies, by the way. Those are almost as tall as those people. Those are either very tall trophies or short people or both. Wow, that's awesome. It seems like it's been very busy 2018, to say the least. Like, I mean,
it has.
something seemingly maybe not every weekend, Tom, but every month you've had events, races going on. I've driven past and seen vehicles everywhere. So, and I know that it's, as much as there are people locally in Muscatine County that are coming out, you're pulling people from out of town as well, right?
We got people from Des Moines, Wisconsin, Illinois, everywhere. I mean,
Wow.
We had some from Michigan.
Yeah,
The
Michigan.
last Bananas race. That was
From
about an
Michigan.
8-hour drive.
yeah.
So they're driving 8 hours to compete. That is fantastic. So when they show up, and when people show up tomorrow that are going to compete for Gone Bananas, do you have to check the vehicles to make sure that nobody's trying to soup it up? Is that
Yeah.
a thing that people still say, soup it up? Is there NOS in this? Is there NOS?
No.
Is there a NOS tank somewhere on here?
There's actually 2 classes for that car there.
Okay.
You have what's called a mod class. So you can race any motor, any ESC, any battery in the mod class.
Okay.
There's no limitations on that. That buggy there is set up for 17.5. And what that means is there's a 17.5 turn motor in there, and then the ESC is in blinking mode, so there's no timing or boost or anything like
Wow.
that. So there are limitations in that class, and then that way it kind of keeps the racing a little tighter. The guys it'll be a lot more competitive racing. So
When you took the whatever, I feel like an idiot right now because you took the body off.
Yep.
Thank you. And I feel like I'm looking at something that was handed to me from another planet. I'm like, I would not know the first thing about what to do with any of this. But what I do know from experience at your place, Star Collectibles, on Grandview Avenue and the Island Speedway, Tom, is that you literally have everything that someone would need should they need to make a repair. And I'm not trying to dwell on the fact that these things kind of run into some challenges, but when you're racing at a high rate of speed with multiple competitors, things can happen. So for you, it's important to stock everything, right?
Things break.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen.
Sure.
We have all the parts in case it does happen.
Sure.
So
It just makes me really nervous also because I've wrecked a couple of these. I don't even know. I can't, Cody. I don't even know if I don't know if I could control this one without wrecking it. And this is something that probably would be designed. What do you think? I got the 6 and 4-year-old. Christmas is a couple days away. This would be a good starter one, yeah?
yes, it would be. It's fun.
Or just for a 35-year-old.
yeah.
play around the house.
What's something like this cost for people that are watching it and thinking
That's
that might
$59.
Okay. And I feel like you give this to a young person for Christmas and they're going to be hooked. because the couple of times that I've driven the RC cars, it is exhilarating. Albeit I wasn't good, I enjoyed it a lot. Right?
Oh, it's fun. I'm telling you,
it is really fun. I wish I could get the controls figured out. And I know that it's sometimes when I see people controlling the RC cars, you would think that you would hold it like this, but a lot of guys are holding it on the side, and that even messes me up even more. Because I'm like, how do you know, right? You've been doing it for a while, you understand that, Tom, but like for the first timer, I mean, I'm assuming that they can always come down with questions. There's probably opportunities to get on the track when there's not competitions, right? To practice is what I'm getting at.
There's practice going on all the time.
Gotcha.
If they have any questions, they can come and find me or one of my board members, and they're willing to help them figure them out where they need to go to, and from there.
Ryan, do we have any videos from? We do? Okay, I want to show people these in action because we can talk all day, but check this out.
That's the rock crawling.
The rock crawler is unbelievable, by the way.
And you'll notice there's a small scale, which will be coming up.
Look at that course. Oh, my gosh. See, now, I feel like I would be better at this.
That's a little slower pace.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom number 2. I see what you're saying.
Well, no.
We don't have to worry about as much liability with Tony.
It has its own challenges.
Right.
It's not believe me, it's not easy.
There's nothing. But for me, though, I don't know. This kind of stuff intrigues me almost. Look at how fun that looks, right? What you don't know is that Betsy is driving all of these vehicles right now. She's really good at it. Look at how fun that looks, though, right? So you've got this this rock climbing course set up. Now, is that available all the time?
That's open 24 hours a day.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's open long we're open.
So people can show up and check that out. By the way, the angles on that were awesome. Did Ryan shoot that? Is that what you're saying?
He did that.
I think I did see that. So I also want to check out, Ryan, maybe some videos from the Island Speedway itself showing some of these babies on the course. Can we take the body off of that one, or does that not come off?
No.
I just want folks at home to understand the scale of these things. And maybe your experience with an RC car of that size was you saw these guys during a 4th of July parade and they were jumping them on mobile ramps. This is fantastic. So I'm assuming that's going to go a little bit quicker than the smaller one.
Actually, no. This is slower.
Yep.
This one is basically set up the same as that. I have this set up for a stock class.
Sure.
So the ESC and the motor and everything's the same. Same batteries and all that stuff.
Sure.
But with that being a lighter car, that's a lot more agile. It'll go through the turns a lot quicker. The size actually slows these down.
Okay, so it does not, just because it's bigger doesn't mean that it's faster.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the short course truck, the 2-wheel drive, and basically it's a lot like that. It's just a different frame. You know, the chassis is longer. You know, the arms are bigger. The tires are bigger. Body's
huge.
bigger.
Yeah.
So with everything with that, I mean, it slows it down. Weight and RC racing slows everything down.
So that's where you want to get really, sleeker, I guess, for lack of a better word, to have something that can get around. And the track is, I mean, I hope, do we have some videos from the Island Speedway from their Facebook page? I just want people to get a sense for this course, the track, however you describe it. I mean, it's you have a lot of room, Tom, but I mean, by no means, like, is there,
That's one of the bigger races we had.
Wow. Look at these turns. It gives me anxiety because, again, I would end up hitting myself with the car. It would jump the wall. Has that ever happened, by the way? Has anybody jumped the wall and hit themselves with their own vehicle?
Yeah, we had a few times. We've had a few jumps that were lined up right against the wall, and they were angled a little bit wrong, and people would jump over the wall into the pit area.
Oh my gosh,
it was a little messy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is super cool. And again, like, we're sitting here getting close to Christmas. If you think there's someone in your life that, and maybe it's you, right? Like, you were into RC cars and then you kind of got away from them. What a great time to come back. I mean, never been better. I mean, as far as having a place in a town like Muscatine, we're very fortunate that you guys did all that work transforming the Island Speedway, and you're bringing people in and able to have these races and just have it available for practices and parties. There's no better time to come back to RC racing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's free to watch.
Yes, absolutely. If you just want to spectate and do this, just clap because you can't believe how good everybody is. And it is something to see.
There's a lot of oohs and ahs.
Right.
There is.
It is a fun thing to watch. So what time will you be? So Gone Bananas is tomorrow, the 15th, Saturday, December 15th. What time will, like, if somebody wanted to come down and watch, should they be there at a certain time, like when the action will be picking up, or will there be kind of things going on all day?
It'll be busy all day.
So racing starts around 11, though, would you say? Like if,
yeah,
Jane and John Doe, John Q. Public.
That's when we start.
Gotcha.
But there's plenty of people out in the track before that.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, they'll have to be testing, tuning the car, getting it ready for the race.
So this is the year-end Gone Bananas. I am assuming you can see the entry fees, by the way. So it's not too late to get signed up?
No, you can sign up the same day.
Good. Sign up at Star Collectibles Island Speedway. So I'm assuming the 2019 will continue to be busy for you, if not busier.
Yes.
Do you have different things that you're working on or that you would like? I mean, without spoiling anything, certainly, but anything that you would like to a different race or?
We've talked about an enduro race, which we did an on-road enduro race earlier in the fall, which had a pretty good turnout.
Sure.
A lot of people had fun with it.
Yeah.
And so just January, we're talking about doing a off-road enduro race.
In January in Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's the key. So we're kind of putting that together right now. We're working out the details on it. Mm-hmm. It'll be a little different setup, but it's like a 4-hour enduro race.
Oh my gosh.
So you're racing. You'll have a 4-man team, and be racing for about an hour. So out of that day.
Outside potentially.
No,
it'll be inside.
Inside.
It'll be inside.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. Just in January.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it definitely won't be outside.
Good. Although, I mean, and this is where we come back to that rock course, right? This is the kind of vehicle that you could take.
That's the 124.
And obviously, it's got the shocks. You can see. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Again, but why? What's with the tire? Do you need the tires to be that soft? I mean, obviously, if it's going over
for climbing
purposes, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, check that out though. So. Something like this, what's this priced around if somebody's interested?
That one's $109.
$109. Pick it up, Star Collectibles, Hobby Center, bring it into the track and get familiar with it. And then, am I not seeing it, or is there no battery in this? Where is the battery lives up there?
Yes.
Okay, they've gotten that small, Tom.
Yes.
So you've been doing this just a couple of years now. The technology keeps getting better, and apparently it's so good that I couldn't even see that the battery is hidden right in there. Now, is it also to assume, since it is a little bit smaller, that it has a longer lasting charge then?
No, they last about 15 minutes.
Okay. So the idea is to have multiple batteries ready.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a few. What about on some of the larger ones? I mean, what's the battery life for something like this?
Typically, with some batteries will last 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
So then I don't understand. So you're not going to change a battery while it's racing, right?
No.
Okay, so you've got it figured out to where you know you can get through a couple heats, whatever, and then you gotta.
With the stock classes, though, we always charge after we get done with the heat. We'll throw it back on the charger because you want the full potential. With the motor being limited and the ESC being limited, you want that battery fully charged.
Yeah.
So we never really ever, unless you forget, use it multiple rounds.
Please don't forget. So, Gone Bananas, Saturday, tomorrow, the 15th of December. Tom is very generous and understands my level of Batman fandom that is very real. For folks at home that are still doing some Christmas shopping, one-of-a-kind stuff, your shop, Star Collectibles, it's great. I mean, you need to spend more than a half hour there, I would say. Give yourself some time, take it all in. What has been something that's been popular at your place this year? I mean, obviously, you're probably seeing a lot of comics.
Comics are real popular.
Again, not again, but is it just on that upswing?
Stocking stuffers.
Wow, okay.
Parents trying to get the kids into reading.
Yeah.
Big time.
And I'll tell you what, how many comics do you think you have? It's a stupid question.
A lot.
A lot.
The
answer is a lot. And then when you walk inside the store, that's where you'll see you got the setup of the RC cars. You still have a lot of like train stuff and
a lot of trains there.
Good. And then for the people that are fans, like I am, of like the Batmans, you have some really fun, just like figurines and characters and really collectibles is in the name of your business for a reason. I mean, there's nowhere else that you can find this stuff, right?
No.
And for a lot of people, they're going to buy this stuff and never open it. And that's where, for me, and I'm trying to get a little bit better about understanding hanging on to things, my inclination is to get it and just open it. I certainly can't take stuff home and have the boys see it.
Buy two.
Buy two. That's the new sale. This weekend only at Star Collectibles, Hobby Center, and Island Speedway. Buy two, get both. Great deal, right?
Yes.
We
play with one.
That's right. That's right. But I'm telling you, over the years, like that, the train set that we got, the metal train set, right?
Yeah.
You plug it into the wall, and it's making the loop-de-loop. My son Henry at the time, and we still will set it up, he absolutely loved it, right? He just this morning, we were watching, they moved Thomas the Train, or Thomas and Friends, to Nick Jr., and he probably hasn't watched it in maybe, 3, 4, 5 months, and he sat there and watched it and was like, this is great. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have someone in your life, whether it is a kid, grandkid, niece, or nephew that's looking for things, you got to send them down. I don't know what Jeff Storm means by just commenting, on Facebook, but I'm assuming he's jealous that he didn't get invited to come on.
Probably.
You know what, Jeff Storm? Already been here, boo-boo. Don't worry about it. Jeff Storm, fierce competitor. And I also should note that, he is. He's very competitive. And Tom, you'll know this. I mean, well, both of you. People get good at RC racing, all of a sudden, maybe you get a sponsor sticker on there, right? I mean, that's you look like a NASCAR right now. You're totally sponsored, apparently. You got more sponsors than I do, right?
I guess.
Be so modest about it. But that's just it, right? I mean, and I kid Jeff Storm, of course, but somebody like Jeff, pretty good at racing. I don't know if he has any sponsors, but I mean that's real as well. Not that people would do it for that reason, but you know what I'm saying?
No,
you get into that upper echelon.
Yeah, it's nice to have. Like you saw the DW sign there.
Yeah.
That's who paints my bodies.
It's fantastic.
DW Design, and then I'm also sponsored by Rick, who is sponsoring the race this weekend as well. Gone Bananas with the foam tires.
Oh, the tires.
Yeah.
That's what they're Gone Bananas.
Yep.
The tires are Gone Bananas.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know where the Gone Bananas thing came from.
Yep.
It's one of those things I didn't want to ask to sound like an idiot. Hey, there's Jeff, everybody.
That's Jeff.
His name's Jeff. Got him on there. And keep it there for a second, because that gives you a good perspective, even though it is Jeff. We'll deal with that. Ryan, if you zoom around Jeff's mug, you can kind of get a sense for some of the finds that are inside Star Collectibles, right? Just in that picture right there, there's the RC cars, and then you can see just just past Jeff's left shoulder, there's some different cases and shelves with memorabilia from movies and TV shows and comics. It's all there. Tom, number one, Tom McCleary, what are your hours leading up until Christmas? Christmas is on Tuesday. Are you going to be open Christmas Eve? Are you going to be open next weekend? What do we got?
I am open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, 8 to 3 on Saturday and Sunday, and I am open on Christmas Eve till 5.
5 p.m. on Christmas Eve?
Yes.
So should you find yourself needing this little, for example, again, the starter RC available, I think this would be great. And how fast is something like this going to go?
They're fairly slow. I mean, they are, but they're beginners. They're for kids. And,
Stop saying kids like that, because you know that I wouldn't even be able to drive this without wrecking it. Kids at heart.
There you go.
Oh, Tom, you're my favorite, Tom, number one. All right, so what we would tell people to do, we've been showing you a lot of ways to get in touch with Star Collectibles and Island Speedway. There's a Star Collectibles Hobby Center Facebook page.
Yes.
There is an Island Speedway Facebook page. You got a great looking website. Am I missing anything?
No.
We're passing out some hardware tomorrow. These look great, by the way. Coveted, right? The website, very nice. I know we talked about that last time. But this is it, right? This is what everybody is going to be after. Oh, and look at that setup, by the way. That's super cool. If I had a big enough house, I would have something like that. The boys would love it. So this is what everybody's going to be after tomorrow, right?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
And let the record state that this is the first and only time that I will hold the first place two-wheel drive mod buggy. Did I get all that right?
Yep.
And mod would mean it's a modified RC car.
Yes. Correct.
I'm learning, guys.
Yep, you are.
It's only taken me a couple years.
That would be the fast class.
This is the fast class.
Yeah.
Okay, so speeds here upwards of that.
Yeah, what we were talking before.
Fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
Fast.
Faster than you can move your head. You'll do a lot of this. You might need to go to the Cairo before you watch a race, because this is going to happen to you a lot. Jeff says that McCleary sounds cranky. I don't think he's cranky, Jeff. I read comments as they come in. You're not cranky. You're good,
no, I'm
right?
not cranky. No.
Yeah, you're wonderful. All right. We're on a talk show in a grocery store, Jeff. All right. It's Friday. Give us a break. We're talking about some good fun racing. Is Jeff participating tomorrow?
Yes, he is.
Let's turn it into the Jeff show. I'm going to send him a bill. All right. Gone Bananas, ready to go. 8 a.m. Action racing starts at 11. If you're watching this, you've still got time to get signed up. Show up, get ready to go, have fun at the very least. There's all the details on the screen. End of the year dance on the rug. First entry, 25, second, 15, third, 10.
Watch it live.
Star Collectibles. Ryan, I would like to have the address and number for Star Collectibles pulled up. Yes, sir.
Tom.
Also, you can watch the races online.
Really?
Yes, we have a video camera online.
Perfect.
It's RC Live. And then look under Island Speedway, and every race is on there.
So rclive.com. Look for
Island Speedway.
Look for Island Speedway. Watch live. If you're too lazy to come down tomorrow, you can watch it.
It'll show all the races on there.
That's
It'll show
cool.
how everybody qualified and finished and everything. It's really nice.
This is great. I'm really excited about this. All right, so this is great. All right, 1109 Grandview Avenue. All that contact info looks good.
Yep.
All right, 288-3429. The Toms, everybody. Star Collectibles Hobby Center, Island Speedway. Thank you for coming on. If you are still looking for some great gift ideas, please consider supporting a local business, right?
That's
How
right.
many years, Tommy?
9 years.
9 years doing the right thing. Comics, hobby stuff, RC cars that will make me nervous, but God bless. I just want to get better at it. And please don't ever let me fly anything that is not on four wheels on the ground. We don't want to crash another helicopter. You can teach me, though, right?
Everything can be taught.
You know what would be awesome is if I took something like this home for the boys, and they got really good at it, and then I tried it once and I wrecked it. You know how mad they would be? I would be calling you immediately like, Tom, guess what? I wrecked that Ruckus ECX. But the good news is you've got everything that folks need. So, again, if you're coming back to RC Racing, best time to do it right now for sure. And come support the Gone Bananas race tomorrow, December 15th. And then stay tuned for what's coming in 2019. Have you ever thought about jumping these RC cars through a hoop of fire? Is that ever anything you would consider?
No.
Why not? You don't like fire in a building
not
or what?
inside.
Okay, not inside. Well, maybe if you ever go outside, ring a fire, circle of fire, circle of death. These could all be race
any
names.
racers doing it. No.
Okay, fine. Well, I would be willing to do it. I'd take one for the team.
Hey, as long as it's your car, we're good with it.
That's right. You can literally do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I wish we could just wrap up the show so I could spend it reading the Batman comic right here, The Secret Files. This is going to be just fantastic. Maybe I'll just read this to our next guest and see what she thinks, right? All right, it's all there. 1109 Grandview Avenue, Star Collectibles Hobby Center, and the Island Speedway. The two Toms, everybody. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. I know that tomorrow will go well. I know it'll be busy. And good luck to your Packers on Sunday.
Thank you. Same here.
Bears are playing the Packers, Tom.
Thanks, Tony.
Buddy. And this gentleman, now I don't know, I can't speak for Tom, too. Yeah, you didn't have to. I assume that there is a Packers shirt.
I'm a Bears fan.
Good for you.
I know.
Yeah, so
Wait, you're on the board.
Yeah.
So it can happen. You can coexist.
I have no problem with the Bears.
we just don't talk football.
No.
That's good. You just have a couple months where you don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
And then after that, everything's fine.
We got plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it's also true that former Packers coach Mike McCarthy will be there tomorrow racing at Gone Bananas. He's got a lot of free time on his hands.
That's what I heard.
I did there.
That's right.
That's right. Turns out your quarterback can get people fired. It's great.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers will also be at Star Collectibles tomorrow because they don't need him on Sunday. All right, very good. Let's get out of here. It's good to see you. All right, let's go either back to the Hy-Vee today. Ryan Broderson is ready. I wish you could see Ryan Broderson with this camera that he's got. It's fantastic. Chef Tess is with us. Got a catering coming up. We're going to go back to the Hy-Vee Today kitchen and a little bit of mint action. Chef Tess?
Fresh time.
Fresh time. Hey, I've got the time for you, all right? So what are you going to use with... You don't miss this at all already, do you? What are you going to use the time for?
It's going to be for... What am I doing this for? Oh, so there's a vegetarian tonight.
Okay.
And so their entree is actually going to be that really delicious vegan risotto, that mushroom risotto that I made for plant-based cooking a while back.
You're breaking out the mushroom risotto?
Yes. So
is this at somebody's house? Where's this at?
it is at somebody's house. I'm not going to tell you the address.
You're not going to tell me the address?
No.
Some things never change, Chef Tess, like you not giving me strangers' addresses for me to show up. Oh, oh my heavens, I'm so disappointed. I not a vegetarian, but I will tell you that mushroom risotto, and I don't even really care for mushrooms, but it was so good, right?
It turned out pretty well.
Wow. It made me a better person when I had it. I just remember how it smelled. It was very aromatic, if I might use a big word.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to it, though, right? I mean, that's just it. I think for a lot of folks, they want quick and easy, but sometimes something that's really, truly savory and delicious, it takes a little bit of work, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's one of those, risotto is one of those things that you make when you have like a Sunday afternoon to, be over the stove. It's not like a, quick weeknight dinner sort of thing, but it's just, I don't know if everybody else does that, but like on my days off, sometimes I just like to cook all day.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And just really put a lot of love into what you're making for dinner. Sunday dinner. Put a little more effort into it. It's fun. But risotto's one of those really great dishes.
It's just great. It's great. I know that it's great. You can always trust your old pal, Tony. So if you do find yourself... The Toms are out of here, everybody. Good luck. We're all counting on you. No crashes. All right. No pressure, right. All right, let's get to our next guest. Rocking some time. I love the overhead shot. We missed the overhead shot, that's for sure. Hy-Vee dietitian Kara Zigament back on the program, and the first thing first, apparently, Hy-Vee. First of all, thank you for coming on the show. Second of all, Kara has the best sweatshirt on ever.
Oh, yeah.
It was I don't know how long ago Hy-Vee as a company rolled out these amazing Christmas sweatshirts. I'm so jealous. You said you found yours where?
Goodwill.
At Goodwill. So you didn't even get.
No, I didn't get one.
You didn't get one, but you found it at Goodwill. Holy moly.
Yeah, I guess
Warmest wishes from your friends at Hy-Vee.
Oh, yeah,
it's everything I've ever wanted in a Christmas sweatshirt, and it says the place that I work at. Good for you.
Yeah. So, Julia's wearing hers today, too.
Yeah, and you both look great. I actually, truth be told, when I left yesterday, I did stop by the Salvation Army store on Park Avenue. Basically, they're out of Christmas sweaters. Because what they do is they will pool them. They'll put them all together near the front of the store because they know that people are looking for them. Gone. Which is great for the Salvation Army store.
So you
Bad
should
for me.
check out Goodwill. They might have some.
I know. I really should, because we could absolutely be, as you know, wearing Christmas attire until the 25th. So there's like 15 days where we could have an excuse to look festive and fun. Speaking of fun, tomorrow, 15th, Saturday, kids cooking class. So a holiday kids cooking class that you're putting together. This is still good. So people watching that have kids or grandkids, nieces or nephews, they still got time to get them signed up.
Yep, we have plenty of space.
Okay.
Get signed up to customer service.
Sure.
We have lots of fun, and we're going to do some holiday treats probably.
So what are you thinking is going to be on the menu?
On the menu, I think we're going to do some reindeer, like Chex Mix Munch.
Cool, okay.
And maybe some Grinch Punch.
Yes, wait, Grinch Punch? Okay, is it a healthy Grinch Punch? It's the holidays.
It's the holidays, maybe a little healthy in there, but... and then also, I think we'll do some maybe dips and have some vegetables, but some healthier chips too.
Right. Okay, so this is 10 to 11 tomorrow morning, the 15th. $5, right?
Yeah, it's
and
a good time.
Ideally, kids at least 5 years old to 5th grade.
Right.
You can't just drop them off either.
Right. No, I really need an adult to stick around to help out.
This isn't something where you can just bring the kids and say, all right, see you in an hour. But it is a lot of fun, and there is a lot of work that goes into this, I know. So for people, and that is the loudest cart ever that just went by us. So when you get to do stuff like this, I know that you enjoy it, because getting kids not into the kitchen, so to speak, but just getting them hands-on experience. They might not have that a lot.
Right.
So this is an environment where you can kind of just, I don't want to say let loose in the sense that it's going to be messy, but
we have some good fun.
Right,
And we're
it'll
not
be
always
fun.
the neatest, but bring your kids. You can make a mess here, and you don't have to clean it up.
That's right.
I will.
You don't have to clean up the mess at Hy-Vee.
Right.
So very good. So if you're watching this live or later on today on Friday, this again is tomorrow, Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. with the kids cooking class, ready to go. And I know you just had plant-based cooking last week.
Right.
And then that'll be probably coming back in January.
But
Good.
we don't have the date set yet for that one.
That's fine. Listen, this holiday time is very busy. So I wonder, your role as a dietitian, certainly helping people navigate the store for some healthy choices. Anything that you can think of when it comes to holidays? I feel like I got through Thanksgiving being on a diet. I just kind of went smaller portions. Is that really what you think the secret is?
Yeah, I always think smaller portions are a good option if you're going to a party that has like a buffet style. Take a look at it.
Yeah.
Take a look around, survey it, see what maybe that you don't eat all the time the rest of the year. Pick out those few dishes and have a little of that.
Yeah.
Also, don't hang out at the table, like around the table if possible. Try to move the conversation and mingling away from like where the food's sitting out, because you'll tend to eat less.
Because you kind of have that impulse to just keep snacking.
Right. And at my house, we tend to like come all around the kitchen island, but then we tend to eat more. So maybe take it out to another room.
So if you could, or just like set up the food in the garage or something where it might be a little cold, so then you're less inclined. You're less inclined to like. Well, that could either work two ways, right? You could load up and not come back. But I see what you mean, and that's interesting. So for Thanksgiving, we were at my wife's aunt and uncle's house, Scott and Jan, the Millses, and a bunch of food in their kitchen, right? They kind of had the line set so you could go through. And I really, honestly, I mean, I did have like real mashed potatoes and stuff that I haven't had in a while, stuffing. But I tried to work on that portion size. But like you said, I also was looking at stuff and thinking, like corn casserole. Maybe. I was like, I don't normally
get that
like that. So I skipped, right?
Okay.
And then they had, in the garage, they had a ton of dessert set up. And I was like, well, there was one thing that had like blueberries in it. And I tried a little pecan pie. But again, I also just like, I found myself pumping the brakes and thinking like, I normally wouldn't have, it's like, just because it's the holidays doesn't mean you have to have 12 desserts, right?
Right.
And Santa would want me to have this.
12,
like, 12 of them.
Well, right, and you most likely can always go back for more, but so, and also if you're going somewhere, maybe take something that you feel is a healthy, good option. I mean, lots of people do appreciate a vegetable tray or a fruit tray because you're not the only ones watching what you're eating. So,
where do you stand on? Okay, so you get and whether you get it from us pre-put together or you buy all the stuff and do it, whatever you want to do, but you get these veggie trays and they've got like that vegetable dip in it. I mean, I haven't, if I'm being honest, I've never picked it up and looked at the carbs or the calories or anything like that. But for people that are kind of aware of that, I mean, that's somewhere where you can maybe find some empty calories. You feel like, oh, I'm doing a good thing, I'm eating celery, but what are you dipping it in, right?
Yeah, so you either just maybe skip the dip or replace that dip. You can make your own with like a lower fat sour cream.
Yeah.
You can also use Greek yogurt a lot in place of things, so you can just switch it out.
All right, I want to, while you're here, I want to take the Toyota Muscatine Cart Cam to the health market and just do some scrolling. And specifically, I would also like to go down that aisle of vitamins that we just kind of redid.
Huge, yeah.
So there's a lot. There's a lot to unpack in the health market. This is a big store, but that's where you can come very handy for people that are trying to. Because I think a lot of people are also gearing up. Maybe they want to get a head start on a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to make healthy choices before Christmas, good for you, because then I think it would be easier to stick with them.
Right.
So when it comes to that, I mean, they can call you and set up a time where it could be kind of like a one-on-one tour, right?
Correct, yes.
I think that's just
no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm always happy when people call and stop in and we set up an appointment and we can do an individualized tour.
Yes.
And that's fantastic because we sort of take what they eat now and sort of just fine-tune it a little bit or make some suggestions.
No, I think it's wonderful. All right, we got the cart cam cruising towards the health market. And
of course, there's some good treats in the health market this time of year, too.
Absolutely.
That popcorn there, the flavored holiday popcorn, that's delicious.
It is. It's really good. So we're kind of cutting around. There's some supplement
and
bars.
There's all the bars and stuff, and they're headed up that way.
I bet they're going to go straight down that vitamin aisle.
Let's see, down to the left, So it's two-sided now. It's a lot of vitamins and supplements.
And it's broken down, Kara, by like something for everybody, right? We just saw metabolism, whole body health.
Right. There's heart health. There's, there's for the immune system. There's just a whole lot of different things. The big thing you have to watch with supplements and vitamins, you always have to talk to your doctor or the pharmacist for interactions with your medications, or even some supplements can interact with one another. So
wait, they can? Really?
Well, I think too many supplements on top of one another, or with your medication, you know. You don't want to be taking something to do one thing and taking something else that's counteractive that. So
yeah, and that's just it. I mean, it's always good to consult with healthcare providers, because they'll be able to tell you kind of like, well, what are you looking for? What do you feel like you're deficient in?
Right. And also another great thing is when you go to your doctor, you should be sure to write down or take what you have, because really it's important for him to know or her to know everything you're on. Just like with the pharmacist, they can give you some information as well.
So that you might not really have a sense. We're kind of cruising through some beverages. I saw some Zevia, some better, options.
We went by the tart cherry juice. A lot of people use that for inflammation.
I was going to say, that stuff is crazy popular,
right?
Yes,
it is,
And then what's weird, I think, a lot of times is people see the frozen variety, but just because something is frozen, again, they've gotten so good about making healthy
there's so many options there.
Right?
Yeah, I think this is what's all in here. This might be the gluten-free aisle, which is an awesome place. So that's, especially if you're just recently diagnosed with celiacs, maybe we're not in that. I think we're in that aisle.
Yeah.
Or other allergies, there's some food there. But the good thing to know, too, I can help show you food throughout the store.
Oh, good. We found Delmer. Great.
Oh, Delmer was
What could he possibly
around.
be doing at Wine and Spirits at this hour?
I'm not sure.
That's how he makes those meat and cheese trays taste so good.
Well, you can add a little red wine to your meat
right.
and cheese tray in moderation.
One for the tray and a sip for old deli.
Right.
All right. And then some good snack options.
Right, and different beverages. There's some soda with stevia, if that Zevia, if you're a stevia fan, but everybody has their different tastes.
I tell you what,
I think we cruised by the holiday popcorn, but that's in the corner there too.
You really can't get enough of this holiday. Kara Zingerman, Hy-Vee dietitian, wants the holiday popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. And that's just it, right? When it comes to snacking, and we're just kind of going past some great snack options. Right. Again, that's something, Kara, that people... It's portion, but there are some snacks out there, for people that are trying to do low carb like I kind of have.
Right,
I'll tell you that pork rinds aren't my favorite, but there's no carbs. And there are a lot of popcorns and options if you're trying to watch. And that's what I I am the furthest thing from a dietitian, from a doctor, whatever. But all I've done is when I take, here's a great example, right? This is right to my left. So these are Chesapeake crackers, multi-grain. I flip it around and I'm looking
at the nutrition
label.
Right.
They couldn't have it printed any bigger, Kara.
No.
But all my life, I've never looked at it. So here's this. These are these Chesapeake crackers. I'm sure they're fantastic. 120 calories. The serving size is 8 crackers. In that 8 crackers, 22 carbs. So for me, someone that's very aware of the carb intake, it's almost like at this point, do I want to waste the amount of carbs that I'm going to allot myself on a cracker?
Right, but for somebody else, 22 carbs might not be that much for a serving size, and it's low fat, and you pair it with some cheese or something like that. Yeah, and also, check out the ingredients list too.
Yes.
You might want a shorter list, the better.
If you need a thesaurus to get through the ingredient list, maybe look for something that's got just a few in
ingredients,
there.
right? Yeah.
Just a couple would be, nice. You get to something like that and you think, okay, I don't know if that's maybe best for me. And then a lot of people getting back to that real butter, real ways, whether it's older, real ways of cooking. And I think that's great. Right. I just want people to understand that as I sit here as someone that's been on a diet, a lifestyle change, I don't ever try and preach or tell people what to do. The first day that I started my diet, I talked to you in the office. It was great. And that it just goes the same for anybody else. If you're trying or considering making a change and you need support, especially when it comes to buying groceries, the fuel that you're going to put into this engine, I would totally talk to someone like yourself.
And don't hesitate to stop by. My door's open usually, so just, hey, if my head's down, just say knock, knock, or whatever. I'm always happy to help. If I'm not in my office, I'm typically somewhere running around the store. So, that's what I'm here for, to help out, help in the aisles, to help you make choices. So, there's me at the Sola.
The Sola stuff,
that's a great
There's
product.
so much fun, so many fun ways to make your life and your choices easier and better. You just got to ask sometimes, right? I mean, I think that's what it boils down to is, don't feel intimidated or overwhelmed when you're in a place like Hy-Vee and you're thinking, okay, maybe this is the year that I'll have a resolution that I'll stick to.
Right.
Because sometimes it's easier to just make,
And I'm all about making small changes, so
Sure.
it doesn't have to be anything big, and you start small and just go from there.
Yeah,
and
maybe you incorporate more fruits or vegetable servings per day. I mean, it's really,
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you and I both know that it's just, that's what it's all about. It's just, if you feel like you want to try something, it's just giving it a shot, and then you can have success like that guy.
Right, that's awesome. And you found what works for you, and everybody always asks, come in, they might say, well, what's the best thing? Well, really, it's kind of getting to know you and what our focus is and what works for Tony isn't going to work for everybody.
Yeah, and
what
that's
works
just
for me doesn't work for everybody.
Right, and I have more weight to lose, but when I started my diet, I had a lot of weight to lose.
Right.
So whether it be a big or small change, it's immediate results, right?
Yeah.
But to sustain that and to keep it at a place where I can keep the weight off without really gotten, I think, good about that balance.
Right. And I think the important thing is, you focused on, I think your focus that spurred you on is, it's about being healthier and living healthier.
That's all it is.
Right.
I mean, Ryan, I don't know. I got on the scale this morning.
That's so awesome.
And I think about things that weigh 100 pounds. I mean,
think about that extra weight.
It's wild. I was carrying. I picked up both of my boys the other day, and that's about a pound. I was walking around with that.
So think of the stress on your joints and your heart and all.
Came out of hiding, been gone for a couple of years, but it's been a good journey. And I'll tell you this: if you're thinking about making a change, go try it. Give it a shot. We're here to help navigate that. So we'll come back to kids cooking class. Want to remind you again. Kids cooking class is tomorrow at 10 a.m. here at Hy-Vee. You still got time to get signed up?
For sure, and we always have a great time.
Yes.
I mean, it's a lot of fun.
It'll be a hoot.
In Hy-Vee.
That's right, a hoot at Hy-Vee, everybody. Yes. All right, Hy-Vee Dietary, your time and everything on the show. Get the kids to kids cooking class this Saturday. Can we go to the aisle cam? I want to see if there's any angels, any tags left on our angel tree. I'm hoping that there's none. Let's take a look. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Salvation Army Angel Tree. Got some tags on it. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many. Here's the thing, friends. Salvation Army, from what they've told me, and I'll be at the Salvation Army for a little bit today helping to count some of the kettle donations. I guess they're trusting me to count. That's always scary since my math is not good. But what they've told me is they could still use toys, gifts for babies, and gifts for teens. Betsy could just use a gift of caffeine, apparently. That's what she needs this morning. Tired Betsy again. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Tired Betsy. She's back. Hey. Please stop by Hy-Vee. Please take a tag or two off the angel tree and drop your donations off to Calvary Church right across the street from us off Highway 61 here in the Pearl City. Do it today or do it by this Sunday at the latest, because distribution pickup happens for the families that will be served by the Salvation Army starting on Monday through Wednesday of next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 901 children hoping to have help from the Salvation Army. Let's make a difference for them this holiday season. All right, Ryan, can we go to Hy-Vee's website? Just want to take a peek at that 48-hour sale that has brought a lot of people into the store this morning. And then, Ryan, after that, I want to talk about the Friday night kitchen dinner deal. So, 48-hour sale going on today and tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. Ryan, now let's click on that 48-hour sale banner or that part where it says view the deals. Wherever you want to click is fine. Give people just a couple peek-sees as what's going on here at Hy-Vee. Some great deals on laundry detergent, whole rotisserie chicken, all-you-can-eat Chinese for $7. That's a wonderful deal. Some bread, some cereal, TP, sticky pull-aparts in the bakery, whatever is going to bring you into the store. If this is the day or tomorrow that you want to do it, here we go, everybody. 48 hours to save right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. All right. We're going to take care of a couple things, and then we're going to get out of here for the weekend. Tonight, you don't have to do the cooking. The kitchen has a Friday night dinner ready to go, or supper, if you call it that. That's fine. I say dinner. People say supper. but then people say lunch is dinner, and I can't agree with that one. I call lunch, and I call dinner, dinner, but if you want to call dinner supper, go for it. Here's what I know. For $6, you can eat well tonight. Pork chop, au gratin potato, green beans, and butter me. I'm on a roll. I just threw my pen. I don't need it. 5 till 7, $6. Right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. New featured item every single Friday from here to eternity. So check that out. And I don't know if he was watching us on Facebook or spying on us, but one of our coworkers from Hy-Vee Main Street was in the store a little bit ago. So not quite sure what's happening. The man's watching us. So shout out to that gentleman. All right, let's go. What's on my list? Winter Wonderland is tomorrow. Trying to think of things that are more in order. Winter Wonderland here at Hy-Vee. Bring the kids, grandkids. We've got Santa, Mrs. Claus, Mickey, Minnie, Olaf, cookie decorating. It's free family fun. 1 till 3 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, December 15th. Grab a picture with Santa and Mrs. Claus if you've been waiting to do that. No charge for that. It's a free event, right? All you got to do is show up, have some fun. And if your kids like Mickey and Minnie, what a great opportunity. I mean, I love that we've got Santa Mickey and Santa Minnie, essentially. Very excited about that. Check out the back page of the Voice of Muscatine newspaper. We've got some fun deals that kick off today when it comes to half off sushi. If you haven't tried sushi, it's fresh rolled every single day. The nori sushi, healthy, delicious, and half off. Half off, half off, half off. Starting today through this Sunday. Also some great deals in the Market Grill Express. Talking breakfast buffet. Buy one, get one breakfast and a hamburger and fries for only $6. And then if we scroll over a little bit, we've got some fresh-made cheesecakes from Kim Beckman in the kitchen. Some boneless and bone-in wings. And a big old bag of chicken strips. And Ryan, I would love if you could show me the bottom part of that ad of the holiday dinner. So my family and I will be picking up a Hy-Vee holiday dinner for Christmas Eve. We're calling the boo-boo, not trying to cook hotline at 563-264-2420. And that's what we'll have. I'm assuming it'll be turkey, but maybe I'll get both. Who knows? That's what we'll be having ready to go. I definitely want to swap out the pumpkin pie. Not that I'm just not a big pumpkin pie fan. And I'm not trying to tell y'all to make a bunch of swaps on these meal deals, but maybe if you ask nicely. I'll stop talking now. But that's a heck of a price. $89.99 serves 6 to 8 people. Keep it there for a second. I'm going to do math on my phone because I want to see 89 divided by 8. So for $11, you could feed 8 people each. $11 each. That's a heck of a deal. Call Kim and the crew here at the kitchen, and they'll take care of you. You pick it up, take it home, all set and ready to go. Like, I'm going to be working on Christmas Eve. I'm literally going to punch out, beep, boop, boop, punch out, pop, pop, pop. And then I'm going to walk down the stairs, and I'm going to get that dinner, and then I'm going to go to my car, and then I'm going to go my mother-in-law's house. Where am I going, Ryan? What's on my schedule? I forgot. Ryan has my day planner. Ryan has our planner. Jerry Proviant's in the store, everybody. Looks like he's working somewhere. Very busy. Very busy, Jerry Proviant. He's very busy. He looks like he's doing a lot. That's good. Well, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hey, by the way, and since he's here, should you find yourself needing something for that outdoorsman in your life, consider Jerry's Bait and Tackle. For all your fishing needs, and Mitchell Arms and Ammo, because they're in the same place, everybody. We do what we can, right? I'm excited I got a Batman comic book. Maybe Jerry came to bring me a 14-foot fishing pole that'll touch the ceiling again. Remember that? That was awesome. He's throwing me a pencil. Thank you. You probably really need this. I'm not going to hang on to that. All right, let's do team staffing job board, and then we'll get out of here. It was a good catch, by the way. Did you see me catch that pencil? You thought it was going to stab me in the eye. Sad. Team Staffing Solutions, 109 Lake Park Boulevard, across from Happy Joe's. Tired Betsy is about to fall asleep standing up again. Let's see what's on the job board this Friday, the 14th of December. If it's you or someone you know that needs a job, Team Staffing, please take Betsy. She's ready to go. We'll get you all squared away with a JOB. It's a joke. Kidding. I'm kidding, Betsy. I'm kidding. You can stay just until Christmas. Here is Katie. She needs people to be a harness builder. Harness builder. That's a cool job. What do you do for a living? I'm a harness builder. Wow. Who else can say that they're a harness builder? Not too many people. 563-316-7639. Betsy raised her hand. You are a harness builder. Let's see what else is on the job board. This is Alan. A lot of opportunities for you with Alan at Team Staffing, Assembly, Fork, Lift, and Machine Operator. Please call Alan at 563-316-7638. I like that Alan's like, you know what? Put my picture out there. I want people to know what I look like. Put me on there. Put my mug on there. I'm ready to go. There's Alan. Good guy. Reach out to him. And last but not least on the job board is me. I'm available in the evenings. Professional, father of 3, pretty decent at changing a diaper, not bad at hosting a talk show from a grocery store. I'm kidding, I'm not available. This is Forklift Operator. First shift, $15 an hour in West Branch, Iowa. Mary would be your contact on this, 563-316-7634. Our friend Colleen in the store this morning heading towards the set. Yeah, good. There's a lot of people in here. The store is abuzz, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fun, and we've got a solid week of shows lined up. So, again, a programming note for y'all. We will have Hy-Vee today in its entirety, Monday through Friday next week, and then we will be taking the week of Christmas off, so the 24th through the 28th, I think it is. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to some time off and the holidays, of course. And keep in mind, if you need anything whatsoever, odds are this is the place you can find it, no matter what it is. And look at it this way. By you coming into Hy-Vee and picking up the things that you need, I'm able to provide for my familia. So without you, I don't have a job. If you really want to get down to brass tacks, right? That's what it is. I hope that you think about that in the places that you shop. You understand how important and how valued you are here at Hy-Vee, right? And you know, I got to say, you know, I love when I see people with kids in the store and the kids are chomping down on some fruit. Since we've got that free fruit available, that's one of the best things that I feel like we've done here is just continue to take care of people in whatever capacity. You might just come in and out and get a 30-pack of Busch Light. That's fine. But for everything else that you need, we've got you covered. That is for sure. All right. I think that's it. Yeah, we've said enough. We've covered it all. Thanks to Tom McCleary and Tom Napper, the two Toms, Tom Squared, T Squared, TT, for coming on the show. Star Collectibles Hobby Center and the Island Speedway. Gone bananas. Big race tomorrow, Saturday the 15th. 1109 Grandview Avenue. That's where you're going to find Star Collectibles, Hobby Center, and the Island Speedway. They would love to see you. If you need any RC products, they'll take care of you. And any last-minute gift ideas. I was almost going to throw my paper at Betsy, but then she saw me. So now I'll just throw it in the garbage. Nailed it. Nailed it. What a good shot I am. Also, consider Star Collectibles if you have anybody in your life that is a fan of comic books. They've got everything you could need and then some. Thanks also to Hy-Vee dietitian Kara Ziegman for taking time to be on the show. Get ready for New Year's, holidays, anything you have, questions related to health. Kara can help you out. She's a great resource for you, and we're happy to have her here at Hy-Vee. Thanks for watching. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota Muscatine, and Team Staffing. Please help us empty the Salvation Army Angel Tree here at Hy-Vee. Lieutenant Christian Lopez will be on the show bright and early Monday morning at 8:30 as they get ready for distribution and to give us an update on the Red Kettle campaign. Become a bell ringer. Still need bell ringers. We are on a better path for the Red Kettle campaign this year than when we were at this time last year, but the work is not done. So if you want to ring the bell, and shout out to our friends at Unity Point Health who were ringing the bell pretty much all day the other day here at Hy-Vee, do what they did, 563-263-8272. Call the Salvation Army. Tell them I sent you. Get signed up and ring the bell. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Tony Tone. We'll see you on Monday. Catch replays of this show weeknight 7:30 and 10:30 MPW and all throughout the course of the weekend on Channel 5. We hope that you'll find us on there. That's all I've got, friends. Goodbye. Time to read my Batman stories.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions? Comments? Know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.
monitoring who takes they're monitoring who takes the angels. Maybe people are taking them and not returning them.
Oh, that'd be kind of crappy.
Yeah, it would. I can see the monitor back here.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was turned off because of this, but it's battery.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
There's a lot of names still on there. I've already bought 3. The monitoring. Yeah, it's got angels on it.